having fun yet?
Welcome to Terrible Take Tuesdays, in which I take terrible takes and I tear them apart. This has to be one of the dumbest takes I've seen in a very long time. One thing that really bothers me about some people in Spurs Nation, okay, some, not all, is that oftentimes people will say that they want this for the team or they want this to happen, but they really have no true solution to any of those problems. You just, at the end of the day, just want to complain. And this is what I'm seeing right here. So let's just go through this. And I'm not just gonna key this person out. I'm not gonna just point him out and throw him under the bus. I kind of am, but I will say that a lot of people are like this, and a lot of Spurs fans, or at least quite a few, think this way, and I hate it. So McSpursy says Banchero is coming to town. All right, a little bit of optimism. And then we have Benny here who says, I love how some of y'all are embracing the tank, but are paying zero attention to the fact that our main players are not going to want to be part of a miserable losing project or a 5-year rebuild. Y'all really think DeJounte is going to eat ish with us for 5 more years and a half? Like, oh, in 5 years and a half? I don't know what that means, but yeah, I actually would believe that. DeJounte Murray signed a contract, a pretty lengthy, decent contract with us, and I could very well see DeJounte Murray after these next few years to sign a bigger contract with the Spurs. I don't really see a reason he wouldn't do that. DeJounte Murray is the type of guy that continuously, and I mean continuously, thanks to Spurs for giving him the opportunity when everyone else passed up on him. If you don't recall, DeJounte Murray was supposed to be a lottery pick, and he just kept going farther and farther and farther down the draft until the San Antonio Spurs picked him up. So do I believe that DeJounte Murray will be willing to come back with the Spurs? Yeah, but that's besides the point, because in this next season, we don't know who we're going to get. We don't even know what this team is going to look like in a season or two. But that's enough time for the Spurs and DeJounte to assess whether or not they will want him on the team. Do they need him going forward, after 2014? Do he want to move forward after 2014? But to think that, because 5 years down the line, does he really want to stay with the Spurs? I don't know. But what I do know is we got him for like 3 more. So anyways, all right, let's go into the next thing. Hence, getting a superstar in the draft or through free agency. Don't agree with this. Probably not going to get a superstar through free agency, but draft, yeah, definitely. That's just what's going to happen. No superstar is going to want to come to a ish hole. See, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, are you even a Spurs fan? I mean, seriously, like, are you even a Spurs fan? Now, I'm not saying that you can't be like, you can't have constructive criticism, but this is kind of ridiculous. No superstar is going to want to come to an ish hole with the ishy project. No vision, no ambition. I think they looked pretty far forward when they got Joshua Primo. No ambition, an outdated coaching staff, and some half-committed players. I don't know what you mean. This is what I'm saying. I don't even know if he watches the games. What do you mean half-committed? Like, all of this is just nonsense. No vision, no ambition? No ambition? What do you mean by that? Who's not ambitious on this team? We're just not that good, and we're really young, and we don't have a superstar right now. But like McSpursy said, we can get it in the draft. But let's just keep going. All right, it gets worse. Don't worry. And if they do come, is for the money, not because they believe in the team or care about the project. Well, you already said the project sucks. I mean, who cares if they come for the project or not? I don't. So what you're saying is the only way we get a superstar is if they come for the money, but they would be a superstar, right? So, like, would it really matter? I mean, this is the NBA we're talking about, okay? Not every player that wins a championship is a Michael Jordan. It just doesn't happen that way. Now, you do have to have some players that have that commitment to, I want to win a championship, but it's kind of silly to say that, they have to be that way, or they can't come for the money and for other reasons other than winning a championship, and therefore you won't win a championship. I don't believe that. All right, here we go. Hence, getting a superstar in the draft. Y'all act like it's so bad when we got Timmy and David Robinson, and I think that's a fine point. And you know what? I will add on to that. Almost every player on our team is from the draft. I mean, and they're pretty good players, but here's the thing. The ones that are really special are the ones that were supposed to be draft picks or lottery picks, or are lottery picks. So if you're thinking about, I don't know, Devin Vassell, Josh Primo, someone who's supposed to be a lottery pick in DeJounte Murray, all of which are special. So I don't know, bro. That's a 1 in, I don't even know that number, chance. That was a golden generation that we stumbled upon. That ish doesn't come around every year, and nothing guarantees that they'll ever pan out. Y'all are putting way too much trust in these drafts and these picks. Then what do you want? What do you want? He's going to tell us what he wants. Bruh, then what do you want to sell the team? What do you want to sell the team? Draft is the only way Spurs have ever gotten superstars, broski, unless they're coming for the bag. Stars want the limelight. I completely agree. Now, this is where Terrible Take Tuesdays come in, all right? This takes the cake, okay? I can't even speak because this is so stupid. All right, he said, I'm glad you asked. Number 1, Pop needs to go. All right, so if we're going up, and he said an outdated coaching staff, I completely disagree. I think that every single year, Popovich finds a different way to get the most out of his players, and he's won in 3 different decades. He's someone who's continuously correcting his craft and getting better as it goes on and doing what he can with the players that we have. So this team is continuously fighting hard. Even when we're going against really tough teams, it's always a close game. So I don't know what getting rid of Pop does for anybody. Pirtle needs to go. I don't know why you would even say this. I don't know. You feel that Jakob Pirtle is holding us back somehow? I mean, he's not taking a stupid cake out of the slice. Guys, I can't even talk. He's not taking a big slice out of the cake as far as our salary is concerned. I mean, we got near 9 and then another 9 million, and then probably after that he might get a bigger deal somewhere else. I hope he stays, but that's probably what's going to happen. So I don't even know why Jakob needs to go. I don't get that at all. Brand new coaching staff. I mean, that's going to happen kind of naturally anyway once Pop decides to retire. So I don't know what you care for that for. New ideas, new vision, new goals. Okay, that's very vague, but hey, it's Twitter. Build around DeJounte Murray, Derek White, Primo, and Vassell. You know what I find so funny about this? This is what I find so funny about this. All of these guys he named are draft picks. Not only that, they were really good draft picks. They weren't obvious draft picks. So for you to sit here and basically kind of throughout this whole thing, I don't know, hints towards or at least say it in a very subtle way that the draft doesn't matter, or that it's just once in a however many time chance of getting anybody good, then to name off DeJounte Murray, Derek White, Primo, and Vassell, who we got in the draft. Vassell might be the only one that was obvious. The other ones people didn't see coming that panned out. So for you to say that this doesn't matter, then in the same breath say build around these guys, I just think that's really stupid. Here we go. Use the remaining players and potential picks as leverage to bring talent in. But I'm talking about, I don't know. I think that's really dumb. I think this entire thread is really dumb. McSpursy here, my boy. If you're seeing this, I completely agree with you for the most part. When you say through the free agency, that's the only thing I disagree with. But Benny, my guy, you remind me of too many Spurs fans that just get on my nerves. I have to be honest. I hate your takes. They're really stupid. They're asinine. They're dumb. I don't agree with it. Now, a few of them, I won't sit here and just like go in on you on a couple of these. But for the most part, just as a whole, these are really dumb. And yeah, you contradict yourself continuously throughout this entire thing. To say that the team has just no vision or no ambition, I don't know what you mean by any of these things. New ideas, new vision, new goals. I just don't know. I don't know. Guys, my brain is broken. I already can barely speak today just going over this terrible take. But hey, maybe you guys have like a different perspective of this. Maybe you agree with them. I just think it's kind of dumb. But what I do know is there is continuous crying over and over and over and over and over from certain Spurs fans, when all you really have to do is just sit back and say, you know what? We're just not talented enough. And that's okay. It's okay not to be talented enough. And what you're going to do with that, all you have to do is try to get the best draft picks you can and just continue to have the championship winning coaching staff that we have as long as we can. But man, I just don't agree with any of this. Look, I just saw this recently, so I didn't have a lot of time to just dwell on it. But I tell you, when I saw it, my brain cells just, they imploded. I'll get with you guys later, man. Until next time, Deuces. Oh, wait. I forgot. See, my brain. If you want to support the channel, link in the description. Only $2 a month. Yeah, that's all I got. Patreon, YouTube. Yeah, bye.